Let's take a look at the best 10 wrestlers of 2024. I know you all want to know who's number one, so join me to find out who got the top spot, brother. If you can smell L, what the cut is cooking. So for this top 10, I'm looking at how a wrestler was able to get their character slash gimmick over, promos, and in-ring work. So number 10, LA Knight. LA Knight, he had a good year. He won his first singles championship, and that's the US championship. And let me tell you, this guy is good. He has the ability to just to go far in the WWE, and then also his mic work is just incredible. Now, this year, it was a good year for him, but I feel like some of his programs were not the best. So I hope that 2025 will be a better year for LA Knight because the guy is a star. And I know that WWE has a lot of stars right now, but he is the next, big star. So they have to push him and he needs better programs. But LA Knight is definitely one of the best. Number 9, Will Ospreay. The guy is good. In-ring work, just the things that he can do is just incredible. Now, this year when he started out with AEW, he came in hot. And then he slowed down and then, picked it back up a little. But the last couple of months, or maybe, last couple of months have not been the best. But I feel like if AEW, they need to build stars and they really need to push Will Ospreay as that next baby face because he has the ability and he still has that connection with the crowd. Number 8, Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn, this guy is great. He's just a really good, really great baby face. And he can play, the bad guy, baby face. But just some of the matches he has had and some of the programs he has had has been really good. And Sami Zayn, you look at him, you're like, oh my goodness, this guy is he's a special talent. He is a special talent, and Sami Zayn is still over with the crowd, so I think he's going to continue to have a good year 2025. Number 7, Braun Breaker. This guy has had an incredible year. Braun Breaker is that next big star. I see him going far in the next couple of years, and just some of the matches, some of his programs have been really good. Number 6, Rhea Ripley. What can I say? Rhea Ripley is one of the best wrestlers. She is the best female wrestler, period. And I think she's going to continue to do well. And her program with Liv Morgan has been really intriguing. Number 5, CM Punk. What an amazing year he has had. And the fact that CM Punk has only had 4 or 5 matches is just insane. And this shows you less is more. The fact that CM Punk, he got injured early this year or around December of last year, can't really remember, but his programs, his promos, his program with Drew McIntyre was one of the best programs. His match at Hell in a Cell was one of the best matches from this year. And then also his program with Rollins, and then to see that tension with Roman and CM Punk. This is what I am talking about when they say less is more. The fact that CM Punk, his programs have been about build up, promos going back and forth, creating intrigue, and getting people into it, not just wrestling every week and, having 40-minute matches. So this is how it is done. CM Punk is just one of the best. Number 4, Roman Reigns. What can I say? Roman Reigns is just one of the best wrestlers, and the guy can just, his the bloodline storyline, just his whole, I guess, swag, his demeanor, his just persona, if you want to call it that. So he has his character down. And this is one guy that WWE, for years, they were just trying to push this guy, and he wasn't really getting over. But the fact that they turned Roman Reigns into just one of the best wrestlers, and just, money-wise, the guy has made a lot of money for WWE. Roman Reigns is a star, so that's why he is on this list. And then also, the same thing with Roman Reigns, less is more. Roman Reigns shows up every 3 months, pretty much. But the guy is a star, and he's just, he's great. Number 3, Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes is one of the best wrestlers. Now, let me tell you, Cody Rhodes was able to finish the story at WrestleMania this year. and he has had some really good matches, and then also his mic work is good. Now, I will say this about Cody, why he's not number one. Cody's not number one because, to me, some of his programs, it got a little stale. Like his program with AJ Styles, I wasn't really crazy about it. And then their last match that he had, well, the last match that Cody had with AJ Styles, I actually really liked that. It got better. And then his recent program with Kevin Owens. Now, at first, that started off a little slow, and then they picked it up in the last whatever month or so. It has been really good. And then I feel like also sometimes with Cody, sometimes when he's on the mic, even though I think he's great on the mic, sometimes it could get like a little, I don't want to say redundant, but I feel like people were saying, okay, he needs to put more into it and stop, I guess I don't want to even say this, stop sounding like a politician or whatever, But Cody Rhodes is just one of the best wrestlers, and Cody is going to continue to go, into the next few years, and 2025 is going to be awesome for Cody. Number two, Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre has had a great year. This guy, let me tell you, you look at what, 2022, 2021, 2022, I've always been a fan of Drew McIntyre. But this year, like his program with CM Punk and just his other, just other programs that have been going on, and the fact that he had, like, with his character, it was like a 360, and just to see this side of Drew McIntyre, his mic game, he's one of the best on the mic. And like this year, he just proved that he is a star and he has what it takes. And I'm like, because like back in, let me say, maybe 2022, like I said, I've always been a fan, but he got like a little stale. His character got a little stale. But this year, we saw that edge, a little edge from Drew McIntyre, and just to see him, I guess, whatever, on the dark side. So Drew McIntyre, he's going to continue to be a great wrestler, and I think 2025 is going to be an amazing year. And just to think about it, the guy, and I know this, storyline and all that kind of stuff, but he was screwed out of the championship, from CM Punk, and it's just, it's funny. So I think 2025, I think he's really going to, I guess, redeem himself and win the big one. Before we get to the number one wrestler of 2024, we have to check out some other wrestlers. Honorable mentions. So let me tell you, Bianca Belair, one of the best. Chelsea Green, what a year she has had, and just being able to utilize each minute that she has on screen, even if it's 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, her character, she was able to get her character to shine and get her character through. Damian Priest, he has had a good year. And also, I would say this with Damian Priest, he picked it up the last couple of months, with his character and also with his just work in the ring. Seth Rollins, one of the best. And then also, the guy is also good on the mic, and especially when he is serious and not being a clown or being the Joker. Chad Gable, what a year Chad Gable has had. Chad Gable, he's always been one of my favorite wrestlers, but the booking of Chad Gable has not been the best. But this year, the programs that he was in and just his mic work, he proved that, he is a top star and that WWE needs to really push this guy. So I'm hoping 2025 they will push Chad Gable. And then also Dirty Dom. You're talking about getting your character over. You're talking about a guy who came into the WWE, I don't know, how long has it been? 3 or 4 years ago? Not really sure. He came in as a baby face. He was smiling and just looked like he was happy to be there. The transformation of Dominic Mysterio, we see him as this, as this bad guy, this villain, this coward. He just really played the part. And just also his mic work, with the crowd has just really been amazing. So now let's look at the number one wrestler of the year. Gunther is the number one wrestler of 2024. And let me tell you, the reason why, because the guy is great in the ring. He can have a good match with anyone. I don't think Gunther has had a bad match. I can't recall The guy can really go in the ring, and just his demeanor and how he presents himself as a villain, as a guy that is, kind of like old school and that doesn't put up with crap. And then also seeing Gunther on the mic. I don't remember. I know he was on the mic a few times last year, but this year we really got to see Gunther showcase his range. So he has had just one of the best years, and that's why he's the best wrestler of 2024 to me, because we all knew that Gunther was great, or that we all know that Gunther is great, but to see this other side, to see him really push it and to get to that next level, that's what I'm talking about. And then that's why I look at, people like Roman Reigns. I mean, he's been great for years. Cody Rhodes, he's been great, since he's been back in the WWE. But Gunther, he was able to turn it to another level, so that's what I like. And then even, like with Drew. So please let me know, how do you feel about 2024? Who was your favorite wrestler of 2024? Do you agree with my list or do you disagree? Take care, have a good one, and happy holidays. Woo! Baby, baby!